What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are going to be talking about the 2022 Toyota Tundra. I don't know if you've known this, but it is actually coming out and there's a lot of stuff behind it. Basically because it's competing with all the other trucks, you know, the Fords, the Chevys, all that stuff. And today we're going to be talking about the trims and options that that you can buy. And with this being said, there are the, basic options, so the SR model and the SR5, but mainly today we're going to be talking about the TRD Pro and all the other limited packages that come with the TRD Pro. So with this being said, they're adding a couple new ones. They're adding a 1794 package, which I'll explain later. They're adding a platinum package, a limited package, and of course the TRD Pro, the big boy. Let's get right into it. We're talking about the Tundra SR5 with the TRD Sport package. So if you don't know already, the TRD Sport package is a little below the TRD Pro, but it still offers a lot of cool features. So it's a pretty cool truck. I mean, if you look at it in the photos, they've remodeled the front end and it's basically just a larger Tacoma. That's what it's always been. And it's gonna have some power. I mean, it's only 389 horsepower, but it's powered by a twin turbocharged 3.4 liter V6. So basically what this TRD Sport package does is, it doesn't really include all the suspension additives, but it includes a lowered suspension, nice new wheels, a TRD shifter so you can shift around, even if you're an automatic. And it also includes some, those nice 20-inch TRD rims. Even though they're not as nice as I think the Tacoma personally, they still are pretty nice. And next one, we have the Tundra Limited with the TRD Off-Road package. So this is one step above the Sport package, I believe. The TRD Off-Road package is actually limited for this vehicle. You can put it on whether or not you want it. I think it's pretty cool and neat to have on a car like this. And it obviously includes the 20-inch wheels with the TRD package, a TRD grille, Bilstein dampers, skid plates, mud guards, and a TRD leather shifter. So pretty much the same as, the other one, the Sport package. So there's not much of a difference there, but I'm sure it's going to be a couple of $1,000s more. Now we have the Tundra Platinum. There's no packages, no anything. This is like the king of the streets, basically. You're not using this for off-road. You're using this as a truck in the streets, and you're looking for the more luxurious model. And this is pretty much the top of the line in terms of what you get luxury-wise and not actually usability-wise. So you can actually have rear air springs. They are optional. And this is available on the SR5, the Limited, and the 1794, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And it can raise the truck for low-speed off-roading, or lower it to make it easier to load, which I find pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty neat that they actually thought of that, and it makes sense. It really does. But I'm not sure if they would include that in the front, maybe because you don't really want the truck like that when you're off-roading. But who knows? Anyways, it has the gray 20-inch wheels. These are similar to the TRD Pro wheels. They're very similar pattern. And this color that I'm about to show you right now is called Blueprint. It's a pretty nice blue, I think. It mimics Ford, though. That's my only concern. It's like very spot on to what a Ford Mustang would actively have. So it has a 4-bar grille, which, I mean, if you compare it to a cheese grater, it looks the exact same thing as a cheese grater. I'll throw up a picture and just let me know. It looks exactly the same as a cheese grater. Anyways, it has interior ambient lighting. So I'm sure, Mercedes did it first with their, all sorts of color combos. But I think Toyota's finally, getting in the mix of it and including some lighting in their vehicles. And this is actually exclusive to the Limited and the 1794. So next, I will talk about the 1794, and this actually has the TRD off-road package. So not the TRD Pro, but it's a pretty good package, I think. 1794 is basically, there was this old factory in San Antonio, Texas, and where this truck was actually built. And before the plant was actually existed, the ranch was actually there, and the ranch first opened in 1794, so that's why the package is called 1794. Anyways, it's finished in mesquite. I really like it. It's this nice brown. It's not too dark of a brown, but it also pops, and I really like that. This has the TRD off-road package, which, if you don't know already, has the rims and the shifter and all that other stuff. But the 1794 without the package actually has more chrome trim, so it's more like the limited model, just finished in like mesquite. And it has the 1794 badge, which, I mean, if I was to get a Tundra, I would totally get this one, just because I really like it. And the example shown has cream interior, which I really love cream interior. And brown is also available, but I'm not sure if you want a brown exterior and a brown interior in your car. And best yet, I don't really like wood trim on vehicles, but this 1794 model actually includes wood trim if you want it. And it'd be pretty cool to show off. I don't know, not many cars nowadays have wood trim, especially the newer ones. They're more black plastic and stuff like that. But it'd be nice to have that wood in your car. Next, we have the TRD Pro Tundra. So this is top of the line in terms of off-roading and stuff. So it's gonna compete against like the Chevy Silverado Trail Boss and things like that. And it has those really nice rims that are on the Tacoma right now. They've changed them up a little bit, I think. And it's got a nice grill with it. It doesn't have that cheese grate grill. It has more of a, I don't know, futuristic type grill. It also includes the wheels, as I mentioned before. It has Fox dampers, which is good. And you might actually need it. It has internal bypass chambers and remote reservoirs, and sits on a set of TRD Pro wheels wrapped in 33-inch tires. These are all-terrain tires, so they're pretty good. And it has crawl control. I don't know if you've seen it, but I think crawl control is pretty cool in the Tacoma. And it's kind of like a low-speed off-road cruise control. But it gets you out of some tough situations. I've seen a couple of videos that it actually does pretty well in terms of getting you out of those tough situations. Anyways, there are a couple additives that I want to talk about. And these are pretty much cool things that are being featured in this next generation of Tundra. So first would be the 14-inch touchscreen. That's a big touchscreen. And I mean, it looks pretty cool on the center display. Actually, the 14-inch is optional. You get a standard 8-inch, which is very tiny. But that's standard on the SR and the SR5 models. But there's no images of the smaller screen as of yet, so we'll have to see what it actually looks like. I'm sure it doesn't look too great, but the 14 inches optional on the SR5 model. So, and obviously it's going to be standard on higher trims as you go up. I'm sure the Limited has everything you can imagine. It has Toyota's new audio system. So we'll see how that performs. Actually, I don't know how it will, but we'll see. It has voice activated commands, so how your phone says "Hey Siri" and stuff like that. It has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is nice because I feel like every car has to be standard with that nowadays. And I'm glad they're putting it in this Tundra. Next up, we have the analog gauges with the 4.1-inch digital screen. This is pretty nice. I love the layout of this, and I don't know, there's something about it. I really like this layout. It shows you everything, all the stuff that you really want to know, like navigation, safety features, audio, your speed, your RPMs, how hot the engine is, if it's running good, things like that, and it's pretty cool. Next, we have something that is only available on the higher trims. So this is like the Platinum, the 1794, and the TRD Pro package. This is the 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. So instead of having your regular analog stuff, as you would on a regular car, this actually has digital gauge clusters, and I don't really like the layout as much, but I mean, if you're more into digital and not really into the analog stuff, you kind of want your information right then and there. you might want to choose the digital gauge cluster. It only shows the speed, and all your other stuff is on the side, so it's much different than the analog gauge cluster. Anyways, that's the end of today's video. I just want to let you know about this 2022 Tundra and the awesome trims that they have. I think that they're pretty basic in terms of, you know, the TRD Pro and all that other stuff that Toyota is known for. But I do really like this 1794 package and the homage that they've paid to that ranch. I really like the mesquite color in that. The platinum, I'm not too much of a fan for because, I mean, the grill. I just hate the grill. It looks like a cheese grater. But all the other things like the TRD Pro, I really enjoy. So with that being said, make sure to subscribe down below. Make sure to like and comment on today's video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.